What up YouTube? It's the Ways and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. I'm super duper excited about this video because I have been wanting to play in this palette since I got it. It is the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics. Look at the beauty of this outside packaging. So you know it's gonna be fire inside. If you want to see what looks I create with this palette, then you got to stay tuned because I believe, yeah, I'm gonna do 1Palette 3 looks. This is gonna be so fun because this palette, it looks fire from the outside, sunsetty, it's fire on the inside. Okay, so during the intro, you already know the deal. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang. If you are, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all the support and love on this channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. Let's go. Let's go. So this is the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics, and it's supposed to be inspired by Star Trek. I think Star Trek. I do not watch a lick, have never watched a lick of Star Trek, so I will not know any of the references of the names or anything like that. But it comes in this beautiful packaging. It had plastic over it. It reminds me of the Arrow palette. It is the exact same layout, which this is coming back in stock, so I will be dropping some looks with this palette as well. But it's the same layout. It had plastic on it. I ripped that off. It also has this little plastic piece on the inside. It has a full-size mirror. There's like this plastic piece on here. I'm going to take that off and show you the palette, but there is a mirror in here and there is a cover that doesn't come off. That's kind of weird. I don't know about that, but this is the palette color story. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness, so pretty. You have your row of mattes. This is a 15 pan palette. Then you have 2 rows of shimmers, duochromes, multi-chromes. You can kind of see some of the shifts as I turn the palette. Let me see if you can see more if I rip this off. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna rip this plastic piece off and I'm gonna take off the packaging of the mirror because sometimes you can see some of the shifts through the mirror. Let's see. Yeah, so that top one in the middle, that green looking shift, you can see in the middle here that this one is shifting. You can see these pinker ones on the right are getting a little deeper. They have green tones. This palette is fire. I really wanted to play in these oranges. Oh, this color right here, so good. I don't know what they swatch like. I don't know what all the different undertones are, but I'm so intrigued by this palette. Let me run you the swatches so I can zoom you in and we can put on our first look. These are the swatches of the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics. The sun is going down, but I was hoping to get some swatches so you guys can see the beauty of this palette in the sunlight. This is it not in the sunlight. So good. I don't even know if the camera is doing it justice, but so good. Okay, I got you a little closer. Let me tell you what I have on my eyes so far. Not much. In my face, I just went in with my primer, trying out this Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Blur Drops. Okay, I've been having it for a minute. I'm gonna have this makeup on for a long time. We're going out of town to go watch my daughter play flag football. So I want my makeup to stay really, really nice the whole time. And I think that will be good for managing oil control. I went in with my Hourglass Arc Brow Pencil. And this one is in dark brunette. So I went in with that. And then for my primer on my eyes and to clean up underneath my eyes, I didn't clean up on top. I'm going to do my foundation with that. But I went in with my e.l.f. 16 Camel concealer. This is the matte finish one. And this is in deep caramel. So I use that to clean up my brows and set as an eyeshadow base. I really do like this e.l.f. concealer. All right, let's hop into this palette. I'm so excited. I love that the mattes are kind of grungy, and I love that you get more colors in this palette. It is a little pricey. I want to say it was around $80 something. I did use a code. I either use Angie's code and Jessica, or I used Heather's code, Heather Austin's code, which is Heather, to save some money. But I love this too because there's not a lot of purples, and a lot of the other Adept palettes have a lot of purples. I love that we have these reds and oranges and these grungy, murky, like green, this matte, like some light mattes. This color is looking fire. You've seen the swatches. I have not, but yes. So let's see where we want to go. I think I want to do something a little bit more neutral, like, because the colors for my daughter is blue. So I don't even know if I'm going to try to pronounce a lot of these names either, but we're going to try. So I'm just going to go in with this light shade here just as a transition. And this is a Refer 27, and it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it. And we're just going to put this all over the crease, inside the crease. It actually shows up. I was really just kind of using it to set my base, but not to set my base, but like a little bit, like set the concealer. But it's okay, that looks good actually. It gives something. This would be a nice like blending out shade. I didn't notice that it had like this yellowy tone to it, so that's just really light, and I just wanted to try out all the, try out as many colors as possible. That could be something just to put on to brighten up the eyes a little bit. But we're gonna go in with this shade here, and then I'll swatch them afterwards. And this is a E33 by Signa. It's very small, and we're just gonna go on the outside and into the crease. Ooh, I like that. That has like a green. I thought it was a brown, but it really has like a green camo-y vibes to it. That's pretty. Just build it up in the crease. We're gonna throw shimmer on the lid, so I'm not too worried about that light color. It's a lot ashier than what I expected, but that's okay. I could have probably dealt with something else, but just to give you contrast with all these like special shades. But that's pretty. Actually, I'm gonna take that green, this color too, and I'm gonna put it like here too. Just a little bit. Not like doing too much of a halo, but just a little bit there. Just to deepen that up. I like this color because it's not as dark as I thought. And it could be the brush I'm using, and this is a small little brush, so I can really get into those crevices. I like the tone, like, it's very army fatigue. Not what I was expecting. Okay, so that looks good. Then we're gonna go in with a shimmer. Like, we're just gonna go there. We're going into a shimmer. First, let me swatch these two colors. So this is the light color. Well, you can see that's pigmented just for one little swipe. Yeah, that's nice. They're very soft. I like Adept's mattes though, like, and that's that color. Yeah, you could tell it's more green too on your hand. I know I'm swatching all weird, but so those are those two. And then for the shimmer, I think I want to go into this color here because it has all different types of shimmers to it. Pink and green and blue. It's just a multi-dimensional like shimmer. So we're gonna go into that. Ooh, I love, oh, it has like a turquoisey base, like flip. Oh, that is gorgeous. I don't even know if you can see it in this lighting. The shimmer and the shift. I'm looking at it in the mirror and there's like pink and peach and green and turquoise. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, we might just use our finger. Oh my gosh. Wow. Kind of keep it on the lid in the middle because I have that darker color there. Oh, can you see all that shimmer? Wow. That is fire. And Adept's shimmers are a little bit more putty-like, but this one picks up really good. You see the intensity I'm getting just from patting it on with my finger. I can kind of move it the way I want it to. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Let me do the other eye, and then I'm gonna put on some face makeup, like my concealer at least, and we'll do underneath the eyes together. Okay, I got some concealer, foundation, powder. I powdered up. I kind of took my shadow color, that shimmer, a little higher. That, I mean, I could have totally used more colors in this palette. We will. This is a 3-palette first impression video, but this color was not the one I was gravitating to. I was gravitating towards the orange, the reds, this matte, this one in the corner, this one, you know, this whole row, really, the first row, these two, the orangey undertone shades are what I was drawn to, and this one is fire. I love it. I don't know if you can see all the shifts. I love that it has a little orange in it, it has the pink in it, it has the green. This color is fire. So we're gonna let it sit on its own. I'm gonna go underneath my eye. I'm gonna use this Sigma E54 and just use the dark shade that we did use and pop this right underneath my eye. Not gonna do too much, but yeah, this shade definitely sold me already on this palette, because I have shades similar, but it's like one of my favorite shades that does all that with the fiery undertone, that orange peachy color. That's really what I'm looking at. I like this matte too because it's not too deep. It looks deep, but it's not. Like you can build it up. It's buildable. We're gonna take that same shimmer. It's a very chunky shimmer too. Like it's smooth, but it's chunky. It's so hard to explain. I always think of it more like the texture is like putty-like, but it's smooth. It's really smooth. And I just sprayed my brush. We're just gonna drop that on the inside here. It's the inner corner highlight. Because I did have some fallout, so if you're the type that doesn't really like fallout, I would recommend doing your eyes first. Adept has a really cool formulas. Not everybody likes all the formulas, but I have not really been disappointed. Yes. Okay, I'm looking a little pale. Let me throw on some bronzer. Let me put on some mascara, get some lips on here, and show you how we wrap up this first look. Yes, so this is the final look using the Samarian Sunset palette. And when I say I am obsessed with this look, like I love this look. It was so easy to do, so simple. We literally used 2 colors. We can include this color here, but really it was this one and that shimmer. And I wanted to go in ham and play with a whole bunch of stuff, but we didn't need it. We'll do that for other looks. We'll do that. We'll get a little bit more fun, but this is fun and this is so pretty, and it gives you just that little oomph, you know, that you might want on your eyelid. So very happy with how this look came out. Let me tell you how I wrapped up this first look. So for foundation, I went in with my Dior Show Backstage Face and Body Foundation. And this is in 5W. For my concealer, I went in with my Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. Almost forgot about this one. I really, really like it. Tan 11. I set underneath my eyes with my Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder in yellow. Still testing this out because I started putting it here too, like not just underneath my eyes but like here, and it was like looking kind of weird. So follow up with you guys on that one. I set my face with my NARS powder, light reflecting setting loose powder in Shore. For my cheeks, I went in with my Butterfly blush by Benefit Cosmetics. I thought it would be so good because it would tie in that fiery orange color in the shadow. So good. For my bronzer, I went in with my Patrick Ta for Face. This one is in She's Chiseled, and I just did the powder for that just to give me some warmth and some depth in my skin. For my mascara, I went in with my MAC Stack by MAC. I love this mascara. This is fire mascara. This does what I needed to. This gives what I needed to give, like for sure. And I set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Like I said, I'm gonna be out all day in this makeup. I want it to last, and we're going to be outside. And then to top off with my lips, just to kind of bring in that fiery orange again. This isn't, I don't think it's available, but this is a Fenty gloss bomb, and this one is in Cheeky, and it's just this orangey, reddish, fiery wonderfulness. I got it in like a Christmas set or something. I know she's dropping some Christmas sets with her gloss bomb. She has this one out. It actually reminds me of the shadow. When you see that Christmas one that it comes by itself, like looks like an ornament, when you put it on the lips, it's gonna look like the shadow on your lips. It is a beautiful. I want to get one for me and my daughter, I think. But then I'm like, I have tons of gloss bombs. How often do I pull them out? But that one is just gorgeous. So if you're feeling the vibe of this first look using the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and drop me an orange heart in the comments. Drop me an orange heart in the comments if you're feeling the vibe of this first look. And let's get into look number 2. All right, y'all, let's get into the second look using the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics. Yes, I'm so excited to get into the second look. I've been like, what am I gonna use? What am I gonna do? Bring it a little closer. I kind of know what I want to do, so let's see how this works. Disregard, I don't know, my eyes look red underneath. So weird. But okay, I want to try to use all these mattes. So okay, I'm going to go in with this green right here. And then I'm going to blend it out with the pink. So let me just swatch both of these for you. So we already kind of know what we're going to go in with. So this is the green. Maybe this does have some depth. Okay. And that's the pinky pelly color. I want to swatch the green we did the first look. You can see the difference. Okay, you can see the difference. This one's more camo-y. This one looks more foresty. Well, let's see how it swatches. Yeah. It looks a little bit more camo. So, okay, good. Because I was like, why? Because the camo-y green, the top green, I was like, I thought it was brown. And when I put it on the eyes in the last look, it looked really green. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in with the green, the foresty looking green. I'm going to use my same brush, the 27 rougher. And we're just going to... Okay, we're going to go a little light with this. So I want it in the crease. And I want to blend it out with the pink. This palette, when I'm looking at all the tones, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Just the tones are just like out of this world. The shifts look so good. So I'm hoping... when I do the swatches, when I did the swatches, you guys were able to capture that. But like, honey, I'm like, what? I'm like, what do I use? What do I want to go? And I only have 3 looks to bring to you guys. And there's so many shimmers. So, you know, I can't be worried about that. I gotta just show you guys what I can show you guys. Okay, so I got that on. I think it's like, I just need to bring more. I was thinking about it. I'm just gonna have to bring you more like reels or shorts or some TikToks or something using this palette. Just to show you some of these looks that you can get with this. And maybe even with different mattes. Okay, so that's laid down. It is blown out, as you can see. I went ahead and put it on both eyes. This color is very pigmented. This brush is very fluffy. So it is like building it, but it's also like fluffing it out. So it did get a little blown out, which that's fine. I'm gonna take another like fluffy brush. This is a Luxe 205. It's kind of like comes in condensed and then it kind of fluffs out. It's not as fluffy as the 27. I'm gonna go into that pink shade and I'm gonna see if I could just buff these edges. Just move this around. These dark mattes are so different for Adept from the palettes that I have. Heather Austin gave us some really good mattes. I think she had a brown in there. It was more my skin tone. But other than that, like, I think she's gave us really good mattes. The other, I have the Arrow. I haven't used that one yet, but I think that's going to be really fun because it's more grunge. But then, like, the Minka, I got, like, pinks and purples. And I'm like, what? Or purples? They like their purples and pinks. I think I want to go in with a couple shimmers on the eye for this look. Because last look we only did, what, one shimmer? Which was this one, which was beautiful. Not only one, because it was beautiful. But I think I really want to play with this one right here, which goes to that Tilly looking green Riza. This is just a beautiful looking shade. I don't even know if you're able to really catch the vibes. You can see the shift in the mirror. And then I think I want to go into this one, Pyrrhix. You can see it looks really pink, but it also shifts to like a green. You can see in the mirror there. And then I haven't decided exactly where I want to go because this one looks really pretty too. But it does have a little bit more fire to it, which makes me think it goes more orange. So yeah, let's go in with this one, Pyrrhix. And then we'll go in with Riza on the lid. So let me swatch these for you guys. And for myself, because I haven't actually... Oh. See that color. I have a color like this, I do feel like, in my collection. But that is gorgeous. Oh. Oh, I see the green on my hand. I think you see the pink, purple, but you oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see the green shift there. So good. And it's so smooth. It's so smooth. Like, it has that chunky feel like the other one. Like, not chunky. It has more... The first color we used was more chunky glitter in there. Maybe not even glitter. This one is just smooth putty-like. Like, look at that shift. Okay, and then I think I want to go into Riza. Yes. Oh, so good. I might have a color like this in my collection too. Somewhere. Oh, you see really pink. I see a lot of green. Am I gonna be able to get the shift in here for you guys? Should have. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it shifts there. Let me see if I can get it to show down here like I did the other one. Same kind of vibes. This one seems like it doesn't have a base. Like this one has some type of base on it, like a darker base. Oh, there you can see the turquoise shifty to the pink. Okay, so we're gonna go in with those two. I want to use a flat brush. I think these would be beautiful with my fingers, but I'm gonna go in with the brush and see if we can get something picked up here. Yeah, these are a little harder to pick up on the brush. I'm not gonna spray it. We're gonna drop it on the outside of the lid here. because I could use it with my fingers, but I really want to be precise on where I'm laying this color. I might go back over once I have it down a little bit, if I can get it down. It's like not wanting to pick up on this brush. Let's see if I have another brush. This is a Sigma F70, which is more of a concealer type brush. Let me see if my Singe Beauty brush will pick this up better. This is a Singe 201. Oh yeah, way better pickup. I don't know if you can tell, but it picked it up. Oh yeah. That color is fire. That color is beautiful. That is such a pretty color. I really was not expecting that. How it looks on the eye. You can see a little bit of the green shift there. So good. Okay. Kind of blend it. These special shades just be doing something to my soul. Now, it's not picking up like as good as it did on my finger. That is okay. Maybe you don't want that intense. Let me see if I could do it on my finger, what it's gonna do. So there's that. See how you just get a way better impact with your finger. Look at that. Now it really like pops. So I guess it just depends on what you want. Do you want a lot of pop? Do you want it to just be a subtle shift in there? Like, it really just depends on you. I'm gonna go back in with my green and just kind of blend that. I really like the two colors together though. I think that is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take my Singe brush again. I'm gonna clean it off. And I'm gonna pick up the other color, RZA, and see what we get. This one does seem, yeah, it's picking up on this Singe brush, which is nice. It's good to have a brush because it has more bristles, where like this one is more of a flat type brush. I more use it for like my concealer, for cleaning up my brows. Okay. Wow, yeah, this one has a little bit more chunk to it, a little bit more glitter, more sparkle, where you can see this one's more opaque. Beautiful. I love them both. And I'm sure if you put RZA, the way it picks up, let's spray it. If you were to pick RZA up, I think on, with a different, like, matte, ooh, it's gonna give it a whole nother vibe. Okay, I sprayed it a little bit, ooh. Just to get a little bit more intensity there. Also, sometimes spraying it also gives you more control too on where you're placing that shimmer. That is so fire. That is so fiery. Oh, look at that. I can't. So good. So good. Okay, let me take a little bit of the green that we did. Blend this out here. Blend it in here. I don't really want shimmer, like I didn't want shimmer out there too. So good. Let's do underneath the eye. Okay, so I put on some concealer, some foundation, a little bit of contour, whatever. And I am just a little bit of powder. I love this look. Like, I love the first look. I love this look. Look at the shifts. So what I'm thinking is I want to go in with another shimmer. I know it's a lot, but I just want to play with this palette. And I think I want to go into this color called Trill right in the middle. Let me swatch it. It's like a pink to a purple. Let me see. This is like a fuchsia to a green to gold. Like that first color was just so many different variations of colors. Then you had this pink to the teal aqua type, or the aqua type of blue. And then now this has a little purple to it. I'm putting it on the side here. This one right here. You mostly see pink. I see a little bit of the fuchsia pink, but there's a yellow shift to that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play with that and I wanna put it underneath my eye. So I'm gonna take that same Singe brush that I was using for the other colors. This is a good brush for these type of shades. Like, yes, it picks it up. It picks it up perfectly. Plus this brush is like angled, like a triangle on the top. It's so unique and so different and so good for underneath the eyes. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna spray my brush and we're gonna drop it underneath the eye, all the way. That color really reminds me of the top shade, just doesn't seem like it has a base, like that darker base underneath that the first shade that we had. So they're very similar to me, just putting it on my lower lash line. They look a lot alike. It just does not have that dark base, which might be something nice if you still want the same effect, but during the day, you know, or like how we're doing it here. We want to keep it nice and bright underneath because normally, you know, I like a dark under eye. Wow, very pretty. Let me throw on some blush. Let me finish powdering this face, warm it up a little bit, put on some mascara, put on some lips, and bring you the second final look. Yes! So this is the final look using the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics. What? You can't tell me my eyes don't look like the cover of this package almost. Like, this package definitely represents this palette. I just can't. I love the way this looks. I love the way this look came out. I feel very, very pretty. My eyes is a little watery, but that's just because I think of my allergies and I put some eyeliner in my waterline. So, I really like this look. Let me tell you how I wrapped it up. So, I used all the same products on my face that I used previously. For the Patrick Ta, I did go in with the cream earlier before I did my, when I did my bottom lashes with you. And then I set it with a little bit of powder. I am really thinking that I'm really feeling this. Like, this is really, really nice. I love my NARS bronzer, but these are different tones because this is more contour and this is more bronzy. And then my NARS fits like right in the middle. And my Pat McGrath bronzer, which I love that powder bronzer, fits right on the end because it's a little bit more warm, where this is a little bit more cool tone. But I love this palette. I love this palette. Very good. For my eyes, I went in with my Melt, what is this called? Ultra Matte Gel Liner in Onyx. And I just put some black in my waterline just to break up all the shimmer, just to break it up a little bit. We went in our MAC Pinks Max Stack Mascara by MAC, same one we used in the last look. So for my blush, I went in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Cream Blush, and this is in Prima Donna. I wanted to pull the pinks from this look and bring it to the forefront on my cheeks. And I also put on my lips because this is for cheeks and lips. Yes, and then I topped it off with my Dior Lip Glow Oil in Cherry. Black Cherry. I think it's Black Cherry. Anyways, with this. So this is my lip combo. Like this is my lip combo. I think it looks perfect. I'm getting hydration. It's just a cream lip with some lip oil with this You guys, I feel so cute. If you're feeling the vibe of this look, I need you to drop me a pink heart in the comments and let me know what you think of this look and the vibe and the shifts and the green and the pink and the, oh, it's so good. So good. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get on to the final look of this palette, of this video. Not the final look of this palette, but the final look of this video, and let's get on to look number 3. All right, y'all, let's get into this final look using the Samarian Sunset palette by Adeptcosmetics. And honestly, I'm a little sad it's the final look because I am really enjoying this palette. Not that it will be the final look ever, because obviously I'm gonna play with it outside of YouTube, and possibly do some shorts or some TikToks, whatever. We'll put it out there for the universe to have good vibes for me to get that kind of stuff done, but this will be the last look for this video. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna bring you a little closer. Okay, if you hear the fan, it's because I'm hot, okay? Sorry if it's irritating. Just wanna fix my brow a little bit right here. All right, so we're all prepped and ready to go. Got some concealer. I did do a different primer today just because that, what is it? This one, the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Blur Drops. I just get too dry in my forehead. Granted, I don't have to put in my forehead, but sometimes I'm just like, I just want to put on one primer. Anyways, so today I really have to get into these orange tones. I have to use this red matte, which is one of the main reasons I wanted this palette as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this pinky type shade, and then we'll move over to this red type shade, and then we'll get into these shimmers. This look is going to be very shimmer heavy, as I want to use some of the shimmers that I have not used. I want to use this one in the corner, this orange. I want to use the one next to it. I'm going to use this deeper one here at the bottom, and then I want to use Mochi, which is in the corner over here. So yeah, we're gonna put about 4 shimmers on our eyes. So first off, let me swatch these 2 mattes. So this is the light pink. A nice little like blending out shade. And you know, if you just want to put it all over the lid, we'll see how that looks. But this color, ugh, like a red burnt orange. Yes. I'm really excited to put this color on my eyeballs. So let's do that. I'm going to use this Sigma E38 diffuser brush, and I'm going to go into the lighter shade. Make sure my lids look good, and we're just going to put this on the inner part of the lid. It's really just getting a hint of something. Let me put on a little bit of lip oil because these lips are dry. Dry. Okay. It's a little bit of lip oil. This is my NARS lip oil. I love these. Very thin formula, but hydrating. So it's not doing much, you know, it's just, it's good. We're going to do like a 2-tone type of vibe. So it's giving a little bit of a pink vibe. It's not doing much. I think that this would be a great blending out shade for the red. So another way you can use it, and we might do that as well. Okay, I'm going to clean off my brush a little bit. Not that it's has much on there from that color. It's not going to transpose the other color too much. But we're going to go into the same brush, and we're going to use this red shade. Let me tread lightly, and we're going to put this on the outer V up into the crease. So the outer V, lower part of the lid, and kind of like stamp. And then blend. This is a great like little blending brush, diffuser brush. That's what they call it. Yeah, diffuser crease brush. Usually I feel like this is the brush that they put into their palettes when you get the dual-sided brushes in the Sigma palettes. Okay, so that looks really good. I'm going to bring it over. I love this color. I'd wear this by itself, like for real. Then I'm going to clean off my brush. I'm going to take that pink and just blend around the edges. So it's diffused, and we have no harsh lines, and they blend right into each other. Very excited about this vibe. I want this orange, red to have a moment. Like, this is a beautiful. I love this color. I like the blend. Let's pop on some shimmers. So first, I want to go into this color Packled. This orange. This color, you've probably seen the swatches, but it is red to an orange. I don't know if you see the vibe. It looks really orange to you, but to me, I see a lot of fiery red in there. Let me swatch her. Oh my gosh, it actually has like a clear base. Wow, I was not like, oh my gosh, I look at it, it's yellow orange on my hand, but you're seeing like, oh my gosh, a clear base. Look, now you can see the red, you can see how it goes yellow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. We're gonna spray it, I think. Let me pick it up with this Singe Beauty brush. I feel like these really performed on this type of brush. Picks up beautifully. Angie really did her thing in regards to these and the shapes and the versatility of picking up these shades. A fantastic. Let me get something to spray this. I just want to spray this. And let's pop this out here. I want the red to still have its moment. Wow. Look. This color is fire. You could do it with your finger too. You see how I swiped it and then swiped it on the back of my hand. You can have it that moment. You can go straight with a brush, not wet. But this is the vibe. I want it. Look, you can see I can see red. It shifts the yellow. Wow, this color is fire. Oh, it looks like fire on my face. Okay. I'm going to flip my brush over. I want to go into this next shade here, which is right next to it. It's this one here. And we're going to put it on the inner part of the lid. Let's swatch that one. It has turquoise to it though, too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And it's more gold. So pretty. I want to see this other one though, to make sure that's what I want to use. Yeah, this other one. Oh, it has a pink undertone. So that's not what I want. I want to go fiery. But this one looks orange-y, yellowy in the pan, and it's showing up a pink shift. And then this one is what we're going to go into. You can see the green or the turquoise. I'm out of words. So I'm going to flip my brush over from my Singe, and I'm going to go into that first shade there. So these do look pretty chunky, but I want to keep the same vibe. So I'm going to go ahead and spray that as well. And that's another reason why I didn't do my face. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. This one is more shimmery. It does have a lot of the gold reflex. I really didn't want to do like the inner corner underneath my eye, so I'm going to just clean this up with a little bit of a makeup wipe around that edge. If we have some that mix together, that's fine, but I can't remember which side is which. I think it's this one. The second one is a lot more shimmery, even being wet. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So I'm just talking away and not filming. So I put concealer on, and I'm just taking that red shade and I'm blowing it out on the bottom part, not all the way in, but just the bottom part. And I also want to like blow it out here into like where my face makeup's gonna go. I really want this red to have this moment, and I love it. So wherever I want to put it, I'm putting it, and it can get blown out. You can see my concealer. I haven't put on face makeup, so like foundation, so it's not all the way blended, but and this can help to blend it the way I want it to. So then I'm gonna take a pencil like brush, and I'm gonna go into this color here, this one, which is like a dark reddish tone shimmer. Let's see if you can see the vibe of the shift. It kind of has a little green in it. So let me swatch that. I told you we're going in with the shimmers, and this is the fiery look. So my finger was a little wet from the swatch, but you can see it has, I mean, from cleaning off my brush, but you can see it has a little bit of green. It has the fiery red. It has a little bit of like a maroony type vibe too, but then you also have the green, the gold. Gorgeous. So we're gonna take that. I think I might get away without wetting this one because of the texture is not as flaky, but it's not picking up on my brush. This is just a Sigma pencil brush. Woo! It doesn't look like it's getting picked up, but it is. You see her. That is gorgeous. I hope I didn't use that color in my last look. I don't think so. Maybe I did. You know, I can't remember now, guys, when I did my last look. So I think that color ties in very, very well with the red, like I do. The last shimmer I want to go into to wrap up this look is this light shade here. It looks white based, of course, like maybe a sheer. See if we see anything in the mirror. I feel like it has specks of orange or pink or something. So let me swipe her. Okay, so nice and bright. Oh, I think it's gonna be more gold. Ooh, like a white gold. Oh, that's so pretty. This, it kind of looks blue too, I'm not gonna lie, and green. I bet that color is a fire all over the lids, kind of like the first color we did. All right, so I'm gonna take my same pencil brush, and I'm gonna spray this one. So I want to be very precise where I'm like putting it. It is a little bit more flaky. I brought that orange so far on this side. I don't know if you're gonna see it as much. Let me get more. This brush is not good for picking up this shadow. Not like that Singe brush. This shade is a lot more flaky. I have so much shimmer. Don't know which way you're going. You don't know which way you're going. But I am here for it. I'm gonna take my brush that I had, my Singe brush, and just kind of blend this out. Yeah. I'm loving how this looks. It just needs the final touches with some mascara. This would be probably a really nice look with some lashes. I'm not going there. I'm gonna put on my face makeup and I'll be back to show you the final look. Okay, y'all, I had to move to the side to finish up this final look, okay? Please disregard all this over here, but the sun is shining in through my blind and it's messing up everything. Y'all, I love this look. I love how this look came out. Let me tell you what I used to wrap up this look to get this vibe. So I used all the same products. I pretty much used like the mascara, the MAC Stack. For my blush, I went back to my Butterfly blush by Adeptcosmetics just to really pull in that orangey tone. Yes, this orangey tone. Really, son? Really, really. This orangey tone. For my lips, I went in with my Melt liquid lipstick. I thought that this would just give it a whole nother vibe with a darker lip, and this one is in Chestnut. I love this color. It does get a little messy. It's like oily in it, but I don't know. We put on some bronzer, which was the Patrick Top. But I don't know if you can see this highlight though on my face, but it is the House Labs Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter. This one is in Fire Opal. My eyes look like Fire Opal. I had to use it. It's a beautiful, very shimmery, but it does have that peachy pink. Oh, the sun is not gonna let me be great. Hold on. Let me be great and wrap up this video. But yeah, you can see the peachy orange vibes, a little bit of a pink shift. Beautiful. I don't know if you could tell because of the way the lighting is and all that on my face, but I love this look. This palette is pricey. This palette is pricey. We used all the shades, 15 pan palette. We used all the mattes. I believe we used every shade but two. Two shimmers we did not use, but every other shade, just by showing how I swatched and I touched these, I used every shade but two in the 3 looks. And I am so impressed by this palette, by the quality, by the shifts, by the tones. It's pricey and I would buy it again. I'd buy it again. I think that, yes, it's the Star Trek theme and I don't know nothing about that, but I am so happy with every look that I did. I was so impressed. This is the look I wanted to do. I wanted a fiery orange red look because these are my type of warm tones. I love a good cool tone. You guys know that. I love a good cool tone palette. But when it comes to warm tones, I want some yellow, I want some orange, I want some red, I want some fire, like I do, or I want green. And some greens can be cool tone too, but this is it. So when I did the other 2 looks, I just, I was just like, let me try this. The last look was a fire. I loved it. I felt so pretty. The first look, I felt so pretty. So every time I put on this palette, I just feel like $1,000,000. I feel so cute. And I know I look good without makeup, but it just makes me feel even more like I'm that chick. So I love this palette. I'm so glad that I got it. I'm so excited to use that Arrow palette now. Like, you have duochromes, the shifts, the different textures. Now with the mattes, I probably could have done without this one. I do like the pink one. This one, maybe if I could try again with a different palette, I would definitely bring in other like mattes to play with these different shimmers. But this is fire. This is fire. I'm so excited that I tried it out. I hope you enjoyed this video and these 3 looks. Again, I'm sorry for the sun coming through saying, goddess, you are a goddess here. No, I'm going to go ahead and cook some dinner on this Sunday night and get ready for the week. I hope you enjoyed this look. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. This was so fun. Such a cool palette to jump into and give you like some shimmer and shine. Okay. If you're not part of the Fam Gang, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe of this look and of the channel, of course. You can drop me an orange heart in the comments if you're feeling the vibe of this look. But thank you so much for spending your time with me. Remember, there's only one way to do your makeup, and that is your way. We'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.